Over the last 4 decades, the Chinese people understand they can change their destiny. They can also help change the destiny of other people by sticking to the reform and opening up programs. I was enrolled as a graduate student in 1978. I was one of the students of the first batch of graduate students. And this is the 40th anniversary of my settling down in Beijing. I moved here in 1978. I was a beneficiary of Chinese reform, and I was involved in the whole process, in the Chinese government, in the multilateral institutions, you see. And I'm proud I have the opportunity to contribute. You see, prior to my moving to Beijing, as you may know, my generation worked in rural areas. I spent a good 10 years in rural China. So I worked with the rural people, and in those days, life was very tough. I came to understand their aspirations, their dreams, how to live themselves out of poverty, how the farmers, rural people could improve their livelihood, but also to have a better life prospect for their children. The younger generation probably need to have a little bit review of what China has achieved over the last 4 decades. I hope the young people should understand. Nobody will have a future unless your country has a future. This is crucial. So we should all be grateful to our party, to the government of China, and to Deng Xiaoping, who initiated reform programs. And then we should do our very best to meet the new challenges. We cannot just rest on the laurels of the past achievements. Actually, the challenge for China will remain very tough as we move forward. So I think our mind is imbued with the strong conviction that reform is the key. Opening up is the key. I would say 40 years ago, when China started to open up, as a young man, I was fired with aspirations. Finally, we could see really a big picture unfolding before the Chinese nation. Aspirations. And then, moving to Beijing, being involved in the opening of reform programs, and I would say commitment. Because the commitment, drove us to work hard continuously. And 40 years later, I would say, given my personal responsibility and the Chinese future, my idea is staying the course, which means continue to work hard.